Hey Cancers, thank you so much for joining me over here at my channel, Energy to Elevate. The mission and intention of my channel and this reading is to use my spiritual gifts to increase and elevate you and yours. I do the full prayer offline, preach online, but the prayer is always something along the lines of God, more of you, less of me. I hope that messages will come through for those who most need to hear them at this time. Please note that this is a general collective energy reading. If the message resonates with you, please pick it up, use it, apply it to your life in the month of September. If it doesn't, leave it right where it is and come back next month and maybe it'll be for you. The layout that I've been using for the month of September is for the pre-shuffle. I did Angels, Gods, and Goddesses Oracle deck to kind of start tapping into you guys' energy. Then we're going to go ahead and do a deeper dive into each one of the cards with the Muse Tarot deck. And finally, we will top it off with the final encouraging word from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck. So, Cancers, let's get into your energy for the month of September. I feel like in September you may be feeling a little down, a little discouraged. I definitely see you like in your feelings for the month of September. And you may be turning inwardly, not really sharing what you're feeling with a lot of people. You may be also being harder on yourself than you need to be. You're really being encouraged to not be as hard on yourself, to really think about yourself and think about your life and think about whatever situation that may be causing this discouragement or this depression differently. I see that there are some changes that you want to make in your life. There may be something that you're trying to manifest or something that you want to come to pass. And you're being encouraged to really tap into your power, tap into your strength, like that Leo type energy, to really take a leading role in whatever that situation may be. You're also being encouraged to know that you and whoever connected to you is protected, is blessed, that there are angels supporting and surrounding you and your family at this moment. Like I said, those connected to you. There also may be a situation where it feels like you might not quite be revealing the whole truth, or there's a situation where you need to shed light onto something. And the way that they're saying you need to shine light onto the situation is by speaking up, speaking your truth, really expressing yourself clearly, expressing what it is that you feel. And it's like you feel a lot of things. But there's something that, or someone that, there's something that you need to shed light on. Let's see what that's about. Tell me more about the angel of expression for Cancer. What is the angel of expression for Cancer in September? Angel of expression. There may have been some confusion about something that you had invested a lot into, poured a lot of time into. It could definitely have been something that was that you really worked hard on. It's like I was gonna say toiled. You've toiled and labored in a situation, um, and it feels like that's coming to an end, but it hasn't quite ended yet because you haven't spoke up and spoke how you completely feel about this thing. Could definitely be a relationship here because what I'm seeing and hearing is like there are plenty of fish in the sea. So you may have been confused when it came down to this relationship, but it's like you're very clear, you're no longer confused anymore. And you want the hard times to end. But there's a need for you to speak up and say exactly how you feel. There's definitely pain here. There could have been you finding out about another person, feeling betrayed by this person. Whatever the case may be, you definitely don't want to continue. There's no restart, new beginning here. And there's a need for you to speak up and, you know, maybe say you want out of this situation. You no longer want to invest in this. You no longer have faith in this thing. Tell me more. And it's like maybe you're uncertain about whether you may be hesitant to leave the situation because you feel like, for Wands in reverse, that you're concerned about how you'll be able to be stable without this person. Maybe you have a lot of ties and investments or a common friend circle or friend group, or this person's connected to your family and your friends, and you don't see a way out of this. You may be so tied in, so rooted, have so many investments, or this person may be so invested in you that you're really doubting, okay, if I end this thing, then what comes next? Will I be okay? Will I be stable? Will I be able to move past this in a way that's not completely disruptive to my life and the foundation that I want to build? Can I build a foundation without this person? And falling right here under the angel of the universe, you're being encouraged to expand how you're thinking about this. You may be looking at a situation and only seeing negative things. You're being encouraged to really turn those, those negatives into positives. What you think, you manifest. So really, if it is about creating a new foundation, being stable, being secure without this person, start thinking about, okay, what does security look like by myself or with someone else, or after this? What could life look like? What do I want? What do I want my life to look like? What do I want to surround myself with? Who do I want to be connected to? There's going to be a great benefit in looking at the situation differently. And it feels like a core part of being successful in how you're looking at this thing is really how you're looking at yourself. You may be downplaying your abilities, uncertain of your abilities, uncertain of your strength, feeling really timid and not confident. It feels like you're lacking confidence about your abilities to move forward and be successful and secure apart from a person. And it's like as soon as you speak up, change the way that you think, look, you have the Ace of Wands, a beautiful new beginning, a brilliant beginning, a beginning, that may have been built on, hard times. There's a beautiful new beginning that comes after going through a rough time, a dry place. But the truth of the matter is, this isn't your person. Two of Cups in reverse. This isn't an equal partnership. There isn't a divine connection. This isn't something that you no longer feel like you can pour into. Maybe it's not pouring into you. Or maybe you just don't see yourself in it anymore the way that you once did. And it's definitely going to take strength and you having vision and you believing in yourself, really standing in your power. I remember I said earlier that Leo energy, to take the lead. And there it is right there with the strength card, the Leo energy, to take the lead in this situation. It's going to require you to believe in yourself, to trust in God, to believe in new beginnings, to know that nothing is impossible. With God, all things are possible. There's a need to believe in new possibilities for you in the month of September. You may be waiting on some news about a job or about some money. We're waiting for some money to come forward so you can move forward. There may be a delay with this in September, yeah. But there it is. There you are. Manifesting, creating. Really relying on God, the divine, the universe, and yourself. The connection between you and God is going to be very important in September, because it's going to take, your physical strength, but your faith as well, to really create in the 3D, to really create that solid, stable foundation in that beginning. It's like the more you reach and lean on God, the divine, the universe, and allow yourself to really be a conduit for Him to really align your life with the blessings of God, then you will be able to see, good fruits of your labor. You'll be able to, what does the Bible say? For anything that doesn't bear fruit or bear good fruit, like, you have to cut it off. It's like you're in this pruning process. Anything that's connected to you that doesn't bear good fruit is going to be cut off. But no, when we all go through a pruning process, yes, it hurts, yes, it's painful, but the result is, God wants us to bear things that are fruitful, are bountiful, that are reflective of Him, that build the kingdom and create how do I explain it? It's like, God really wants you to live an abundant and blessed life. And sometimes in order for you to be abundant and to have more, you have to get rid of those things that aren't conducive to you bearing good fruit and being fruitful. So it's like, really look into, the Bible verse that talks about the fruits of the Spirit and stuff like that. Looking at the things that your life should be bearing when you're connected to Him. Looking at the things that are apparent when you live a life in connection to the divine, to the Creator. And if you don't see those things in your life, know that one, it's not too late for you to start bearing fruit, but two, God is not going to allow you to continue to go through life without bearing those things that are reflective of Him. So tell me about the angel of families. Angel of Families for Cancer. You definitely want to move forward. But you're at a point of reflection. You're really standing in this place where you're evaluating where you are and where you want to go. And there comes up again, you not expressing your truth, you not expressing your emotions, your feelings. It's what's delaying this 10 of Pentacles for you. There is a foundation and, a family that you want to have. You may be, thinking about starting a family, starting a new career here, something that's going to allow you to create a legacy, create something that's going to outlive you. Like, that's what I mean by legacy. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a family. Like I said, it could be a career, a business. There's a venture here. There's something here that you definitely want to start and go towards, and maybe you feel like certain things have to be aligned before you can go towards this thing, before you can pour your all into this thing. It's like you're waiting on things to get aligned, but you aren't, there's something you aren't seeing clearly here. Oh, that's the Knight of Cups in reverse for Cancer. You're guarding yourself. Why? Could be the end of a karmic cycle or something like that here. Yeah. You're guarding yourself against some conflict. By not expressing yourself. You're just trying to move forward. But there's something that you need to say in September. And it may be your tendency to just stay guarded here, the Nine of Wands. To avoid conflict, to avoid fighting. You may just be one of those people who, like harmony. Well, who doesn't like harmony, like peace? Some people like conflict, but I don't think you're that type of person where you like conflict. It's like you're just waiting for the pieces to fall in line. The pieces to fall together, things to fall in alignment. And it's like September is like, no, it's not going to work like that. You got to speak up. You have to say something for a key part of this to fall into place. If you want this abundance, if you want this fruitfulness, if you want to have this legacy, it's like you're gonna have to speak up. And maybe you're not speaking up because there's multiple people here that you are guarding yourself from, or that you're holding back this emotion from. Anything else for Cancer? I see you feeling very, very emotional. You're feeling all of the things. You have all of the feels, but you're not saying anything. But you're being encouraged to take action. King of Wands, Queen of Cups. Definitely be connecting with a fire sign here. And maybe that's why you're hesitant. You think you two might butt heads. You know. You're being encouraged to be creative. Be creative in how you express yourself. Be creative in how you speak your truth. There's a need to just be clear. Be clear with yourself and be clear with those who you're attached to, who you're connected to, if you want to move forward. Yeah, the truth. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth and things will balance themselves out. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing, you know, I think you're overthinking this. It feels like you're overthinking this too a little bit. You could be overthinking it because you're looking back on how things looked in the past when you may have spoke up and expressed yourself and told the truth here. And I see you having, like, you're definitely up at night. You're thinking about this thing. You're, like I said, you're in your head. But there's a need to get out of your head, get clear with yourself, and just speak your truth here. You got, and all will be made well and fair. You could also be in your head trying to think about what is just and what is fair for everyone in the situation. Just know that all you have to do is get clear and speak your truth, and things will balance out and they will be fair for all, for not only you but for everything connected to you. You're definitely gonna be encouraged to know that you will have a peace of mind after speaking your mind in the month of September, Cancer. Yeah. And you speaking your truth is what's going to allow you to have this new beginning, this new start. It could have definitely took a long time to get here. Or there may be multiple steps, multiple conversations that need to be had. You're just being encouraged to take one step. Just start taking one step. Okay? Especially if you're trying to walk away from something, some type of conflict. Okay. What's the final encouraging word for Cancer? Final encouraging word for Cancers in September. Cancer, if this has been encouraging or empowering to you in any way, shape, or form, please leave me some encouragement by liking the video, subscribing to my channel, or just coming back next month to check in on your energy to see what October has in store for you. Okay. Final encouraging word or words for Cancer. Final encouraging word for Cancer. Almost half the deck. Final encouraging word for Cancer. Cancer, you got, I am the loving energy of the universe. I am the loving energy of the universe. And you also got, when I'm in alignment with love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. So in September, Cancer, know that when you're in alignment with the love of the universe, your peace cannot be disrupted. There's nothing that can come against you. No weapon formed against you will prosper, is what this kind of reminds me of in the month of September. Know that there's nothing that can separate you from the divine love of God. Know that as long as you stay in alignment with God, who is the greatest source, there's nothing that can steal your peace nor your joy. So I feel like you're being encouraged to stay in alignment with Him, have faith, and know that the battle isn't yours, it's the Lord's. And then finally, in September, trust and meditate on the fact that you are the loving energy of the universe. Thank you, Cancer, and I'll see you back here in October.